this is Antoinette from Smartneedle. Welcome to my channel. If you love feminine bags, you're going to fall in love with today's project. Meet the Juliet Curve Purse, a gorgeous puffy quilted purse featuring elegant leather handles, a graceful curved silhouette, and a beautiful center latch detail. This purse is incredibly girly, surprisingly spacious, and the combination of soft fabrics and faux leather details give it that high-end designer's look. It is simply beautiful and perfect for carrying all your everyday essentials in style. The beauty of the Juliet Curve Purse is that depending on your fabrics and faux leather color choices, you can create a sophisticated and elegant handbag, a casual everyday purse, or even a seasonal accessories for spring, summer, fall, or Christmas. The possibilities are endless. Best of all, the Juliet Curve Purse comes in 4 hoop sizes, so you can create the perfect size for every occasion. So gather your favorite fabrics and faux leather and join me as we stitch this stunning purse together. This beautiful bag is done in 3 hoopings, but believe me, each hooping is no more than 10 minutes because we are going to construct the front panel, the back panel, and the bottom of the bag. Okay, let's open the first panel, which is the front panel, and then hoop 1 layer of tearaway stabilizer and run the first spool color over the stabilizer. Then, after the guideline is all done, we're going to cover it with 2, 3 or 4 pieces of cotton batting. That will depend on the size you are doing. In my case, I'm doing, I think, 8 by 14, and I'm using 4 layers of cotton batting. If you're stitching the small bags, you can use 2 layers, or even the little 1 layer of cotton batting. Okay, keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the cotton batting to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Now we're going to cover the whole cotton batting with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do a tack down stitch to attach that piece of fabric to the project. And then the next spool color will do the first applique guideline as the video shows. Now we're going to prepare really quick our applique fabric. Since we're doing blanket applique, I highly recommend to use heat and bond on the back of the applique fabric so the edges won't fry. If you're interested to use the same heat and bond I'm using, you can find it under my Amazon storefront and the link is under the video description. Okay, we're going to iron the heat and bond on the back of your applique fabric. Just make sure you iron the front of the fabric and the back of the fabric as well, so the heat and bond can adhere to the fabric really well. That's it. Now we're going to cover the whole applique guideline with our heat and bond applique fabric. Just make sure you remove the paper backing before laying it down. Now keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the heat and bond applique fabric to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Now keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the beautiful flowers quilting pattern all over the heat and bond applique fabric as the video shows. Then the next spool color will do the blanket applique all around the edges of that applique fabric. Okay, we're almost done with our first panel. It is really fast and really simple. Now take a piece of fabric of your choice, which is going to be the lining of your bag, and we're going to cover the whole embroidery area as the video shows. Just make sure the wrong side of the fabric is facing you. Now keep running your machine for the last spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the lining fabric to the project as the video shows. Now we are going to remove our project from the hoop and trim close to the tack down line, leaving about 1/4 inch seam allowance all around it. The 2 openings at the ends of the panel will be used to turn the project right side out. Once your project is turned right side out, shape it really nicely, making sure all the corners and edges are smooth. Then give both the front and back a good press with your iron so the heat and bond can fully fuse all the fabric layers together. Going to trim the fabric at both ends of the panel, leaving approximately a ½ inch seam allowance. Okay, now our first panel is done. Set aside and then open the next embroidery file, which will be the base of the bag and the little latch that closes the bag as the video shows. This second hooping follow pretty much the same steps as we did with the first panel. In this hooping, we're creating the base of the bag and the little latch that keep your purse closed. First, the machine will stitch the placement lines. Next, cover the area with cotton batting, and the next spool color will secure the cotton batting to the project. Once it's stitched, trim the batting close to the stitching line. Now cover the batting with a piece of fabric of your choice and run the machine again to attach the fabric to the project. Next, it comes the applique guideline. Be sure to use heat and bond on the applique fabric as we did before with the first panel. That will be for the base of the purse. For the latch, I chose to use faux leather as my applique fabric. After that, the machine will stitch the tack down line to secure the applique fabrics to the project. Once the tack down stitching is complete, carefully trim the excess fabrics all around the applique. Next, the beautiful quilting pattern will stitch, followed by the blanket applique stitch. Finally, place your lining fabric over the hoop, making sure the wrong side of the fabric is facing you. The last spool color will stitch a tack down seam, securing all the layers together and completing this hooping. Now it is time to unhook your project. Carefully trim all around the stitching line, leaving about a ¼ inch seam allowance. At the opening, make sure to leave the fabric a little longer, as we will tuck those edges inside later on. Next, turn both pieces right side out and shape them really well, making sure all the corners and curves are nicely formed. Then give both pieces a good press on the front and the back to fuse all the layers together. Just be careful not to iron directly on the faux leather. And this is it. Your latch and purse base are done. Very simple and ready for the next step. Now open the third embroidery file, which will be the back panel of the purse. The steps are exactly the same as we did for the first panel. The only difference is that right before adding the lining fabric, we're going to place the latch we just completed. Position the latch exactly as in showing you in the video and secure it in place with a small piece of paper tape. Then cover the entire panel with the last piece of fabric and finish the third panel the same way we completed the first one. As you can see, all 3 pieces are finished. I am so excited. Now it's time to put everything together. Place both panels together as is showing you in the video, making sure they are perfectly aligned. Hold them in place using sewing clips. Next, we are going to attach the 2 panels together at the ends using 2 straight stitch lines, just as I'm showing you in the video. You can sew these 2 lines either by hand or with your sewing machine, whichever you prefer. After stitching, trim the seam allowance down, leaving about ½ inch to reduce bulk. Now turn your purse right side out. It is time to attach the base. Match both corners of the purse with the end of the base, as I'm showing you in the video, and then clip the base all around the way of the purse. Look how beautiful our purse is already looking. Now you can sew the base in place either by hand or with your sewing machine. I decided to sew mine by hand and it took me no more than 10 minutes. And here it is, our beautiful Juliet Curve Purse is complete. Now it is time to add those beautiful details that will make your project truly special. Remember, it's all about the little details you add that can transform a handmade project and give it that amazing finished look. First, we're going to add the handmade leather tags. I love adding these little touches because they give the purse a beautiful professional high-end feel. I hand sew my tags onto the lower corner of the bag. If you would like the same tags I'm using, you can find them under my Amazon storefront and the link is available under the video description. Next, it is time to add the magnet closure for the latch. These magnets are amazing because they are small, but they have a very strong hold. Simply hand sew them in place as I'm showing you in the video. You can also find this magnet in my Amazon storefront. Now for one of my favorite parts, adding the leather handles. Guys, I absolutely love these handles. They are thick, strong, and made with great quality leather. They come in a beautiful package with a wonderful color selection. You can choose the perfect match for your purse. You can find them at my Amazon storefront as well. To attach the handle, simply place them on the side of the purse as I'm showing you in the video and follow the small stitching holes on the end of the handles. Hand sew them securely in place and watch how these beautiful leather details bring the entire purse together. And here it is, our beautiful Juliet Curve Purse is complete. Look how amazing it turned out. The quality is incredible, the quilted details are gorgeous, and the combination of fabric and leather give this purse a beautiful high-end design look. Every angle has something special, and the little details truly make the project stand out. This purse will make a wonderful handmade gift for someone special or a beautiful accessory to enjoy yourself. Now, let's add the final detail, the beautiful bead charm with the leather tassel. I made this tassel using the same type of leather I love to use in all my projects. If you would like to use the same leather I use, you can find it also under my Amazon storefront and the link is under the video description. The quality of this leather is amazing. The thickness is perfect for embroidery and the color selection is fantastic. The tassel instructions are included under my urban crossbody bag tutorial. I will link that video at the end so you can see how I created the tassel if you would like to make one for your purse. The beads charms are also available under my Amazon storefront. Of course, you can use your own beads, mix and match colors, and create a charm that is completely unique and personal. Okay, look at your purse, all finished and beautifully made by you. How exciting! Take a moment to admire all those wonderful details that make this purse so unique. From the adorable charms to the beautiful leather accents and the gorgeous leather handle that allow you to carry it comfortably on your shoulder or by your hand. This purse is not only beautiful but also practical. It has a lovely structure. It stands beautifully on its own and is surprisingly roomy, giving you plenty of space for all your everyday essentials. I made 3 different versions so you can see how much the look can change just by choosing different fabric combinations. The first one has a romantic feel with soft gray and coral tones. The second one is chic and elegant with classic black and white fabrics. And the third one is perfect for everyday use with beautiful beige and aqua colors. Each one has its own personality, and that's the magic of handmade projects. You can make every single purse completely unique and special. Now it is time for our sweepstake giveaway. I am so excited to give away the materials to create 2 beautiful Juliet Curve purses. Only one lucky winner will receive everything needed to make 2 complete purses, including 2 sets of beautiful leather handles in 2 different colors, for coordinating fat quarter fabric combinations to create two unique purses, handmade leather tags to add that special professional touch, and purse magnets for the beautiful latch closure. Everything is carefully selected so you can create two stunning purses with beautiful fabrics and leather combinations. To enter this giveaway, simply follow these rules, leave a comment below, and subscribe to a Smartneedle channel. Turn on your notifications so you will know when the winner is announced, because it might be you. This sweepstake is open to US residents only. Unfortunately, international shipping costs are very expensive, and I am so sorry that I cannot include everyone worldwide at this time. Thank you so much for your understanding. The sweepstake will end in July 30th, and one winner will be randomly selected from all eligible comments. Good luck to everyone, and thank you so much for participating. I hope you enjoy creating this project with me as much as I enjoy designing it. For all of you, I absolutely love how this purse came together. The beautiful puffy quilting, the leather details, the gorgeous handles, and all those little finished touches that make it look like high-end handmade accessory. Remember, the magic of handmade is that every purse can be completely unique by changing your fabric combinations, colors, and details. You can create a romantic, elegant, everyday, or seasonal version that reflect your own personal style. Thank you so much for stitching along with me and being part of a Smartneedle family. Your support, your beautiful projects, and your creativity means so much to me. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel and allow me to continue creating more fun projects for all of you to enjoy. So a lot. Have fun, be creative, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.